It says we're live. I don't know. You might want to check, make sure I can be heard. I don't know if I've got my settings. I don't even know if it's going to be like echoing and all that shit.
Let's find out.
You should be hearing something by now.
Why am I shit open?
Even at that, I've got the show freaking.
Shabba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see what we got.
I don't know if I'm getting the settings. I don't even know if it's going to be like echoing and all that shit.
Oh, you hear me over the speakers.
Okay. All right.
So I think you have.
Yep. I'm going to go back to headphone.
I don't think you have me hooked up or something. I don't know.
I'm going to headphone. That's all good. Just a quick little fix while I still got this screen up. Because I know folks are pretty upset that they can't see what the hell. All right, we are good now, I know. Ooh, man, that's got a lot of bass on. Oh, Lordy. Yep, I shouldn't have been messing with all that at once. Yep, Mark is echoing on here, so I'm going to have to change it. Yeah, hold on. You know what? Damn it, I shouldn't have been playing around with this crap. Hold on. Talk now, Mark. Yeah, we still ain't got it. Dadgummit. It's always fucking something. Hold on, let me go into my freaking settings. I know everybody's like pissed off now. Hey, this is what you get. Because when I go like freehand on stuff, this is what you get. So let me go into my settings here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. No, that's not it. So I'm going to go into my settings real quick and go into audio. And let's see what we got going on here. Say something now, Mark. And say something. Nope. Damn it. All right, folks. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to kill this feed, and then we'll be right back. So we'll be back. See if
it didn't end it.
Hold on. I'm seeing here. Keep an eye on it and see if any. Ooh, we're back.
Watching.
All right, folks. All right, now you need to say something. Dude, you got a lot of this feed, and we'll be right back. Mark. See if
it didn't end it. Oh, I was talking there. Right at the very end, you heard me.
Okay.
It's still going, I think.
Yeah, it is, because I got it back going again. Dude, you got a lot of freaking bass in your damn speakers in your.
Yeah, I do.
Like way too much. It's like vibrating the hell out of my damn headphone. Lord have mercy.
I'm trying to have a deep voice, so I just turn the bass all the way up.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's fixed now. Let me get.
Are we good,
Chat in
motherfuckers?
order. What's happening, folks? It ain't the True Vapor Show. It ain't none of this. Ain't none of that. It's just a Saturday night. We're both bored, so we figured we'd hop on here, see what's happening with everybody.
Howdy doody.
I'm like looking at too many things here at once.
High, mid, low. Just low a little bit. Come on, mother.
Both sounds good. There we go. Mark sounds like a voice from a sewer pipe. Well, Mark is from a sewer pipe. I don't know if he's got the voice of one, but
That's the sound I'm going for, actually.
yeah. But he's got some serious bass in his freaking speakers because he likes to listen to all that rapping shit, and he likes to have his room freaking booming and shit.
Turn down the bass or the low.
Well, it sounds good now because
right.
before, holy shit.
Try to have a more manlier voice.
Yep. So what's happening, folks? Again, we just bored. We hopping on. We thought we'd see what was going on with folks. Oh shit, the UFC's on tonight. Well, of course, perfect night to go live then. While everybody's dropping their hard-earned money, fixing to watch some UFC shit.
We could illegally stream it for you guys.
We could do that because Mark does have the box to do it now. So yeah, we might even have to hop out here and watch it then, since you can fucking get it for free now. So how does that work?
The pay-per-view, I don't know how it works. They have like 10 pay-per-view channels, but there's never anything on them. So I don't know how it works. But that box sucks so bad now because like every time it'll freeze or it'll skip. It's the weirdest thing. It's complete garbage.
Gotcha.
Complete garbage. I can't believe they're asking $300 for that piece of junk. You got to be crazy.
No, this is not episode 251. This is not the normal. This is like one of those once in a blue freaking Saturday night deals.
Good old Saturday night shows. Damn, 2 a.m. in fucking the UK. What the hell are you doing up?
It's a little late.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Well, I knew one son bitch was going to show up. It was going to be Marvin Norton. How you doing, Marvin? You old piece of shit. What are you doing up this late? I mean, typically, I can 7 o'clock's pushing it for you when you come to watch my show, but it's like 8 o'clock here, so I know you're gonna be in some trouble. Robbie Nick says the new Jam Monster Lemon was a big disappointment. I haven't tried the other 2 new flavors yet. Yeah.
Lemon.
Jam Monster's good at a few, and you can kind of just like read the description like on the bottle. Like when it says strawberry Jam Monster, you know that shit's gonna be good. When they say raspberry Jam Monster, yeah, but there's certain things, a lemon Jam Monster, that just doesn't even sound good. Because if they're trying to keep it in fashion of what they normally do, I don't know. Unless they've like changed the recipe up and tried to go a whole different route with it, but I just don't. Lemon's not my thing really, anyway. So
the last Jam Monsters I bought from Eat Juice BOGO, they don't even taste like Jam Monster.
See, Mark's didn't, but mine did. So yeah. I finished off one bottle, and I'm not ready to start on the second one yet. But
I think they got the shitty end of it.
Marvin,
sucks. How dare you?
Marvin, you suck. How about that? You old piece of shit. But anyway,
Jam Monster.
That's because Marvin buys his at like the secondhand store, and he's not even getting the authentic Jam Monster. He's getting like the Bam Bam Monster or something like that.
He gets at the flea market.
You got to buy the real shit. You can't buy that secondhand crap. There it is.
There it is.
I just had that bottle out the other day somewhere, but me and Mark, not even collaborating, not even talking with one another today, did pick up some of the same new juice out on the market. Does have a little different name. This big boy right here.
Yep.
This new hand sanitizer juice. It's supposed to be some pretty good stuff there, but
I paid $9 for a bottle of fucking gin scented hand sanitizer made by some kind of company that makes gin. Because it was the only hand sanitizer available because no one's going to buy it for $9.
Yep. Where's Mike and Brian? I'm almost 100% certain Mike's probably playing video games, and Brian, there's no telling where Brian's at.
Brian's probably watching, sitting on his couch.
Yeah. You'll probably see Brian show up here in just a second and talk some shit in chat. So, you never know. Oh, good old Marvin. ST, you ever try fizzy lemonade by Glass Basic? No, I haven't.
Damn, they got $28 for a gallon of fucking hand sanitizer at Kroger. We don't have a Kroger out here. God damn it.
Well, damn, this is where my wife picked up this shit at Kroger, but
yeah, out here, like the stores are selling little tiny bottles for like $5. They're ripping people off big time.
Oh, look who showed up. The other biggest piece of shit in this community, Adrian. What's going up, Adrian?
What's up, Adrian?
You working the drive through again tonight? I know it's a Saturday night. Y'all probably busy as hell. You probably got cars all the way around the window trying to pick up food, don't you? No, Eddie. That deal got shot down before it even took wings. Well, it kind of took wings, but it never made it to the market. So it didn't happen. I've got the only one in existence. What do we get? Hold on. What did we do to get to have this show tonight? Well, I can tell you one thing you haven't done yet, Marvin. I haven't seen you hit that donate button, so you're missing something there, son. I mean, you're going to have to step your game up, man. Come on now.
In Chicago, Chris H., we actually have to put nicotine shots in the our juices. Well, we don't. They usually do it at the vape shop. They'll add the nicotine after you buy it because you can't sell nicked up juice. Well, they can, but the tax is so goddamn high.
Wow, your mom always knows we go live, doesn't she?
Hey, Mama. Jesus.
What's going on, Dakota?
Mrs. Fagan.
Yeah, the entire time I vaped, I have never had to add nicotine shots to anything, and I guess we're blessed with that, but you never know.
I think once a company from the UK sent me juice, and they sent me the shots, and I don't know, I couldn't do it. I was confused.
Thank you for the donation there, Nick. He says for Marvin. Yeah, well, thank you, Nick, because Marvin is a cheap son bitch, and you ain't never gonna see Marvin's name light up on there with a donation.
Ooh.
That's what happens with that. ST called the oldest man in vaping son, in turn revealing the fact that he is true the oldest one. Actually not. Actually, it's just I'm used to calling everybody son. I've had a bad habit of doing that. But thank you for pointing that out, Gary. Thank you for the donation there, Dakota. He says, much love, Fagan and ST, you cross-eyed son of a bitches. Ooh, now, you put that as plural, but I'm not cross-eyed by any means, so you would need to say SOB to Mark.
That looks like the Dovepo one.
That does, yeah. This one right here that I got on the charge.
Yep.
Except this one looks a little bit more better built.
Yeah. This one's got a button on the bottom. You can actually push the button if you want.
Hopefully there's no juice leaking out of this. But somebody just asked me again about why didn't I do a product? I did do a product. That was it right there. I know it's hard to see my logo, but it's just...
It looks like that one almost too.
Yeah. It just never made it to the finish line there because... it was kind of a bad deal there. The bad deal, first of all, right when this was about to be released, is when all the shit went downhill. When shit was at its worst, like back in right before we did the
Rally, right?
The rally, yeah, it was like a month or two. I flew out to California, promoted the product. You can go on my Instagram, you can see me standing there at the booth with it, yada yada. And then all this shit happened, and then the company was a little worried about putting it out because, they just were like, well, let's feel things out. And then you obviously know where this industry went. So it just didn't happen.
There's like no
definition at
kind of any
all.
muscle at all.
It's just a piece of skin.
Yep.
Luckily, the skin hadn't started shriveling up and pulling too, where you got like little string bean arms doing that shit. But
You'll start bulging down here at the bottom pretty soon.
Mark's got to like do like this and then start pushing up to get a muscle out of it. But ST wanted too much money. No, it wasn't that. ST, you do. Hold on. ST, do you do reviews anymore, or are you trying to become the second Brian? I can say this. I'm doing more than Brian because even though Brian does a show, I do the show on my channel. I don't have to make up a second channel just to do a show on. So
True story.
The Vapor Chronicle channel is just completely dead. There's nothing going on there. At least you're still getting content from this. I don't really have any product to do review on, even though there's still a few that I'm going to get done. And today would have been a prime day to do it. I had the house to myself. Things are nice and quiet because, as you know, everybody has been on lockdown. So it's kind of hard for me. It's my own mental thing I got going on. It's hard for me to do videos when I've got other people in the house. I like to have things like quiet. And I haven't had that lately, so I just haven't really done anything. Here it is today. Had time to do it. I had absolutely zero motivation to do it. Not going to lie about it.
The draw on this, the Exion, is perfect melt along. It's not super tight. It's the exact same as this fucking thing, whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, the new Anakin one?
Yeah. It's like a little loose, but it's perfect for melt along, I think. Like, perfect. Like you could activate the auto draw real easy when you're inhaling it. You don't have to like suck hard to do it.
Oh, that's what little what was the nickname I used to have for Adrian? I can't even think of my nickname for Adrian anymore. But
I don't even remember it.
That's what he wants to get his hands on right there. That Precisio, man, Adrian, you just don't know what you're missing, son.
There's Amy, and there's Brian.
There's Amy and Brian. We just finished our Zoom graduation party. Well, look at that.
They had a graduation party in the trailer park, and it wasn't really a party. The way they had it set up, they had decorations outside in the driveway, and then they had a folding table outside, and there were people pulling up, signing the yearbook, and then driving off. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen before. So it was like a drive-by book signing.
Brian, if you want to come on, just let me know. I got the room locked at the moment, but I can unlock it for you if you'd like to join. It's strictly up to you. No pressure. Precisio isn't being sold in the United States. Well,
it's not.
That's what Adrian just said. I haven't looked. I haven't had to look because I got one. But Adrian's been wanting mine, and I told Adrian the price. He hadn't bid on it, so I guess Adrian will just watch me vape on it and wonder what it vapes like.
And I guess they do, I don't know what they're called, but I guess birthday parties now, they drive past the house and they honk their horn.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing a lot of that on like YouTube and like news feeds and shit like that where people are like really? Riding by doing stuff. Yeah.
I've seen that new Facebook. I haven't used it yet. That new Facebook like Zoom thing.
Oh, I haven't seen
pops
that.
Up on my phone and it shows like add so-and-so to a room. I guess you could add like, I don't know how many people per room. I wonder if it's as good as Zoom.
Well, you know what? I mean, I haven't even got the the option to do the dark mode yet on Facebook.
I don't either.
Yeah,
On
you do.
Messenger? No, I don't. On Messenger?
On Facebook.
I don't have dark mode. I wish I had fucking dark mode.
Mark, you just told me on your Facebook.
No, that's the new Facebook. It's not dark mode though, I don't think.
Well, I thought you said.
No, it's a whole new layout. It's not dark mode. It's like
Oh, okay, okay.
it looks totally different. It looks so weird. I changed back to my.
But didn't you say that there's some option that you were given because I don't have it yet?
Oh, let me look because I think I. It's weird because on my Vape and Fagan account, I don't have it, but on my Mark Fagan account, if you go up to, if people are watching, they want. If you go up to the little arrow on your desktop, you could change it to switch to new Facebook. It says it's right above the logout option, and then when you oh, yeah, actually, it is dark mode. I'm bad. So it turns Facebook into dark mode, but it makes everything different. Like it's a whole new layout. It's actually pretty nice though. It's a lot faster too.
But that's only for like your
Desktop.
desktop. Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't.
dude.
It's not for the cell phone shit yet. So, which that's the one I would benefit more from because I'd be on my iPad or my iPhone more, looking at
Just
Facebook.
let me see if I can take a picture.
The only thing I really ever use like desktop Facebook for is just to share the shows in different groups. I don't typically go. It's easier for me just to pull it up on my phone and kind of scroll through that crap. But
All right, here I got a picture.
OD, I agree with you there, Sonny boy. I'm getting kind of sick of all the.
That's what the new Facebook looks like.
That does look good. I like that,
Yeah.
but you don't like that.
It's just the way you navigate it. It's a lot different. It takes getting used to.
Yeah.
Once you get used to it, the dark mode is pretty nice. I wish they would put it on the phone. They have dark mode on Messenger, but not on Facebook.
Gotcha. Yeah, me and Mark was just talking about that a minute ago. I'm like, I'm getting more and more. I don't want to get like real rebellious and shit and say that I don't believe in any of this crap, but I'm getting kind of like, I don't know.
It's getting a little overboard.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of pushed to my boundaries with it to where I wasn't pushed before. So it's like I don't know where I stand on things now. And when I start feeling like that, that means that I'm starting to lose faith in some shit. But
I will say most places are starting to slowly open back up.
yep, yeah, they have started doing some things around. I was out today and noticed a little bit more activity going on than what you would have typically seen on a Saturday. But I guess that's what goes on. Uh, Silent Drive so strange. I don't have that option. Not everybody does. I don't have it either right now. The only way I heard about it was Mark happened to have it.
Yeah,
So I
not
don't
everybody
know
can.
if I don't know if this is one of those beta deals where they're only giving it to a certain amount of folks and maybe want to get some feedback from it because they've done that with certain things like on YouTube. There was only certain content creators, like out of all things, there wasn't, but maybe I don't want to say a handful of people, but like for the donations where you could do the super stickers, there was
Yeah.
only certain people that had that option and others didn't have it. And it was like a beta run. They just wanted to see if people were, I guess, going to bite on it, if it was worth it or not. And ultimately, now you see that's an option. So I think Facebook's doing kind of the same thing there. But
Vape team let me out of my own. What the hell are you talking about?
what is it?
I have no idea.
I don't
I
either.
have never been let out alone. Did you get a drone? I didn't get one. ST almost got one.
I'm trying to, well, it's not that I'm trying to get one. Oh, what's up, Dimitri? I'm getting one. And I was looking today. I was actually going to order one at Best Buy, but it's like over a week out, and I know that's not really a long time, but I kind of wanted just to do it and go pick it up real quick. But I have not. I have not pulled the trigger yet, but I'm fixing to. I mean, I want to do it. I
I still
almost.
think it's going to be one of those things where you use it a few times and then it goes on the shelf.
I don't know, man, because I'm getting to the point now. I almost on my other channel. I was getting ready to completely revamp it out and start doing a few videos and throwing it on there. I'm going to do it. It's just I'm going to do it on my time, but I want to start doing like a little bit of everything over there opposed to, and I don't want anything vape related on that channel. I want to, and the shit that is over there that's vape related, which is basically everything, I'm probably going to market to private here pretty soon. So if people are following that other channel, if you're following it strictly because you wanted to see what you're not seeing here, be prepared. It's not going to be there anymore pretty soon. So,
Why are you marketed private?
no. Like videos that are like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
vape related, I'm going to mark to private because I've started and I hate when I start falling down some of this shit. But so maybe if y'all have noticed, I've bought a few knives here recently, and I almost, because I got two knives that are like very close in release. They've just been released not too long ago, and I thought, oh man, I ought to do that and see what kind of feedback I get off of it to see if that's something that would be cool to put on there. So if y'all haven't seen, I picked up this new Benchmade one right here. Oh yeah, look at that sweet thing. And this is a new release too. Yes, so I'm getting in that Benchmade kind of groove, which if people know Benchmade and people know knives, that can get a little scary because you can fall down into a rabbit hole real quick because there's always something you'll see you want. But I thought about maybe doing some videos like that. Like I said, I'm getting a drone. That's all there is to it. And of course, whatever footage I do, I'd like to put it on that channel and not necessarily this one. You just don't know what's going on with anything. I don't have it. Just I don't feel like I got a whole lot of content that I can put on this channel anymore. Even with what products are coming out, which is not really that much. I don't know. It's going to be kind of hard to fill things up. So, I don't know, man.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, Chris. What does ST need to cut that it has to buy?
I actually use my knife. Look at that pretty thing. Ooh,
what do you use that for?
I cut stuff at work all the time.
Like boxes or something?
Just like whatever. Yes.
Random shit?
Just random stuff. Of course, like I was telling Mark, I use my knife. I don't just buy them just to look at. Now, but see, here's the thing. So I've kind of gotten to the knife thing a little bit. And I say again, because I've always been into it. I've got a lot of knives. I've always loved knives. But because I love guns too. But I kind of like started watching YouTube reviewers that do strictly knife channels. And oh my God, it's like, if these guys, and I know some of them are saying, this is what I've had to purchase. These guys are dropping some freaking money. They are dropping a lot of money. So it's kind of like, ooh, I don't know. I couldn't keep up with that right there. You would literally, for some of the channels that I'm looking at, you can't drop these things like vape gear because, you could get vape gear and damn near do a video every day with all the shit that's come out and still not be able to keep up and still be able to afford to do it. Knives are not the same thing. And I see some of these guys dropping knife videos like every other day, every other 2 to 3 days. And again, knives are not cheap. So, but
this is kind of like a knife. Not really. It's like it removes lint and dog hair.
Oh my God.
I'm not allowed to have knives.
There you go.
Might hurt myself.
But I definitely like knives. Like when I first got into knives, I mean, way many years ago. Um, some of the best ones I bought right off the bat were like Spyderco's and stuff like that. And I've got a bunch of Spyderco's too. I got a bunch of knives, but
I thought people bought those expensive knives because they would get into knife fights. I didn't know they actually bought them to use them to like open packages and
oh
like
yeah.
cut shit with.
But a lot of people buy them for collection. You know, they like to have. I watch some of these guys do. They're buying these like big ass display kits and every other freaking thing, you know, and they like to buy and they like to show off. I mean, it's whatever you want to. I mean, hell, look behind me. I'm sitting here, got vape gear I'm showing off. Now, I kind of do it as a backdrop somewhat a little bit, but hell, I've collected this shit and that's where it piles up at. But I
Can
don't
they
know.
be used in a knife fight?
Yeah, any of them. If I was going to use any in a knife fight, I'd probably use this one because that blade
Yep.
is long as freaking hell
Yeah.
on that one.
That does
But
look
this is
painful.
Mark's favorite. I guess
Love
if you're
it.
going to have one like that, that's a good one to have also. But, whew. But other than that, that's what I was going to do. Today, I was going to revamp that channel, even rename it, do like a few little test run things on there and see what kind of feedback I was going to get because people are at home. There's about I think I got about 1,300 people subscribed on that channel, and I'm certain I'm going to lose subscriptions off of there because people are like, oh hell no, I want to be subscribed to look at this shit. And that's fine. I want the people that are going to be subscribed over there, that's what they kind of enjoy to see. So I'm certain there'll be a loss, but that's what happens. Somebody said, "O lights, hey, we deliver all, O lights and all, baby." Hell yeah. ST could review Velcro walking shoes. Well, you know what? I don't think that Kmart is open anymore. Wasn't that like the only place you could get Velcro shoes from?
I think so. Do they still make them?
I don't know.
I would actually love to have a pair of Velcro shoes because I hate having to tie my shoes. What I do is I cut the shoelaces off at the last hole and I just knot them and I don't even tie my shoe. That's how lazy I am.
Well, you know what? They've done something better since all that. And I don't know if you've actually looked at shoes now, but I've gotten two different pair. I've gotten a pair of Nikes and a pair of, oh my God, where's my head at?
New Balance?
New Balance. Thank you. The mesh ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they still have laces on top, but it's basically like sliding your foot into a thick sock.
And yeah, but you got a wide foot.
But I do have a wide foot, so they are perfect. Oh, yeah.
See, I tried those and I couldn't get my fucking foot in. You'd think they would somehow redesign shoelaces by now to make it a lot more convenient.
But yeah, a lot of the mesh shit and that's breathable too. Oh man, I love that. Well, like I've got two pair and one pair I've promoted to as my mowing the grass shoes, and then just my shoes I'm running around in. Yeah,
I did watch a video on the self-lacing Nike shoes. Those are ridiculous.
Is that the ones that were like $10,000 or some crazy shit? Yeah.
Price. Or just wear Crocs. Crocs are the best thing ever invented.
I will say this: I've had a couple of pair of Crocs because hey, I live in the South, and for some reason, the South seems to, I don't know, they seem to go together. But I would use those a lot of times for my lawn shoes, like cutting grass or washing the vehicle or whatever, because you can get them wet and it doesn't matter, yada yada. But even those, wearing them in the hot ass freaking weather, my feet don't always do the best with those. So I don't know.
I usually wear my Crocs with socks because if you don't, your feet sweat, then they kind of slide around inside the Croc, unless you have the ones that have the cloth inside.
The hell is Phyllis talking about? He says, next time you're at Walgreens, get a new chair. What do you mean, like a freaking computer chair? Because I was looking at those today too, and good Lord Almighty. ST, does that spring on the stiletto have flesh penetrating strength? For one thing, this is not a stiletto. It is an OTF, and it is no, it will not penetrate. I'll show you. Hold on. So as you can see, if it hits something, it's going to automatically stop. It's a double action blade. You have to pull it and relock it so it works again. But let me give you
can't really cut your.
Let me give you a demonstration. Watch. So if it accidentally, you see the blade kind of comes off track.
Oh, that would be awesome if it did.
So that's a safety feature to it. So all you have to do is pull it till you hear it click, and then bam, you're back on target.
Like imagine just walking up to somebody, putting it against their skin, and then hitting the button, and it instantly stab them. That'd be pretty sweet.
Now, like I said, that is a double action blade right there. Now on a single action blade that you literally have to cock one time in order for it to shoot out, that will go into you.
Yeah. That would be sweet.
And I don't care for anything like that. So get the Secret Labs chair ST. Actually, I found a chair that I want, and it's from Vertigear. It's a gaming chair, but it's XL. It's made for big boys, and it's got a pretty good warranty on it. It'll last for a while. Here's the thing, if y'all don't know this, and I don't think we ever really talk about this, chairs. People that have like their own little setup or office in a house, whatever, chair is a very important thing to have, especially if you're sitting in front of your computer for a long time, or if you're somebody that games and sits there for freaking 8 to 10 hours, whatever the case might be. If you spend, I'll just put it like this, if you spend between $100 to $200 on a chair, that chair is going to be more than likely a piece of crap within less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can step up and spend a little bit more. You get a little bit longer use. But I'm telling you, I've been through a few chairs. This particular chair I'm in, I've had for, I think, going on 3-4 years. For what I've spent on it, I've got my money's worth out of it. But it is old and tired, and I needed to get another chair.
I think it also helps if you're skinny and you don't have a lot of weight behind you. Your chair might last a little longer, but being as big as we are, these chairs kind of go out every year or so.
I'm a big man. I am definitely a big man, and if you've met me, you know I'm a pretty big guy. And I need a chair that's pretty comfortable and reliable. So I went looking today on their site. I've looked there a couple of times. They're up and down on prices. Their prices are pretty steep. But the thing is right now, the chair that I want will not even be ready for shipping or anything until June 16th, which is a month off. So, I don't know.
Gee, I was a cheap fuck. I went to we have these, I don't even know what they're called, like warehouses where they sell all this used office furniture, like commercial grade shit. And they have a million office chairs. Usually they're like $1,000, $2,000 chairs they have in offices. They sell for like $100. Yeah. That's where I bought this shitty one. And even though it's not the most comfortable, it'll last forever. But it's kind of shitty.
Let me ask you this stupid question. Why is Alex Davila asking you, why didn't you get a personal message when we're on my channel?
I don't know.
What's up with that shit? I mean, y'all got something going on I don't know about. I mean,
He might be confused.
Let a brother in on some shit, man.
Actually, Spectre, if you go on Instagram, there's a company that actually takes custom, they build custom chairs with car seats. And they have some really awesome looking chairs. They're really expensive too.
I just read his damn comment. That's pretty funny. A old Dodge Caravan bitch. Yeah, I can see some folks Hey, what better show? And you, I would almost bet. So yesterday was my first time to actually get to see this, and it's just because I guess I don't go hunting for it. It's probably been out for a little bit, but what is it again? The Wild Wonderful White Family or whatever on Amazon,
The Wonderful Whites of West something,
West
West Yorkshire,
Virginia.
West Virginia. There you go.
So Johnny Knoxville produced this thing. And if you want to see a show about a family that will put Sugar Babe to shame, y'all need to go over and watch that one because these folks.
It is the best.
I have not watched Sugar Babe in a while, but I think I could. I think I'm almost
Way
100% to
better.
say that I could pretty much understand what everybody on Sugar Babe was saying. If they didn't put the subtitles up on the
Yeah.
Amazon one, I would have a real hard time understanding what these folks are saying. So
And to top it off, there's a little bit of nudity in it too.
there is both
Get some titty stuff.
ways
Yep.
because dude comes out full frontal. And when I see that, I was like, oh my God, what are these people doing? But yeah, this show is like off the chain. So y'all definitely need to check that one out. Look at
There's
that.
a custom desk chair they made with the Rolls Royce seat.
How much is that joker going for?
They don't price them, but I'm assuming like they have really awesome chairs on here.
Dude, I guarantee that thing's more than a Herman Miller, I bet.
Like the side
Now,
car seats.
if you do want a Cadillac of office chairs, Herman Miller's the way to go. But we've priced chairs out, and this, I don't know if it had every option on it, but a Herman Miller easily can run you $3,500.
Holy shit.
So but they last forever. But they better for that damn price. You know, if you only get
Yeah, these things got to run at least $2,000 for these.
I would imagine. I don't know. The ones you're looking at, I guarantee they probably run more than that because that's like some kind of customized thing. And I can imagine alone that chair is probably off the chain.
And they're all powered seats. Like they got little joysticks and shit on the side. So they probably weigh over 2,000 now that I think of it. They got Lamborghini fucking seats. Holy shit.
Well, Dookie, I didn't mean to keep you up, but you know, I mean, it is Saturday night. What do you say it's 2:30 a.m. there, but I mean, tomorrow Sunday, what are you going to do? You ain't going to do shit. You probably going to sleep all day anyway, so you might as well just stay up. Jay Rush says that's a Cadillac chair. There it is. H-Town got it. The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. There it is. Yep.
That is the craziest documentary ever.
If y'all got Amazon, y'all definitely need to check that out. I guarantee you might have seen some crazy shit on like Netflix or Amazon or whatever, but that one, it holds its own right there.
They're like full-blown hillbilly. Like you could barely understand when they talk.
Yes.
They're like, I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
And it's not even about being like full hillbilly. It's like these are full Appalachian hillbillies and like fucking his cousin and her cousin and, you know, yada this and yada that, you know, pretty crazy. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Robert Scarelli. He says, for the next Blade to review. Damn. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that on another channel. I mean, I know, again, you know what's funny about all this? This is, and I haven't even, because we haven't been getting on Zoom that much lately. I know everybody in every community, you got drama. So vaping, you got the drama community. I mean, it's everywhere. And I knew that it probably, I guess, would have to be involved somewhere there. Sure enough. So I'm clicking and I'm going deeper and deeper into people that review knives. And I finally start finding some people that are kind of like the troublemakers on the YouTube side, the internet drama people. that are making videos about the way somebody did something in a review or how they looked at it. And then this guy makes a video calling this dude out. And I'm like, oh my God, the shit is everywhere. It's like,
It
it's
is funny
crazy.
how the other communities have the
Yeah.
same type of shit that the vape community has.
When you get used to your own community, you think that nobody else's drama can be any worse than the one that you're in, but it's just not true. It's the same shit wherever you go. So,
The name of
uh,
the show is called The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia on Amazon.
Happy Hippie says, have Mark rub down ST's feet. Man, I'd love that. I'd let him do it. I definitely
Fuck
would let him
that.
do it. I'd smile while I'm looking down at him while he's rubbing them, but it's just one of them things. But oh man, yeah, y'all definitely got to check that out. You'll thank me for it later on at some point over the weekend. Again, if you got Amazon, go check it out.
It is
Other than that, it's been I guess it's been kind of a quiet weekend. Not really much going on. Geek Vape coming out with a Aegis Max 100 watt 21700.
Oh, are they?
Okay.
Dang.
There you go.
I gotta look at that. Let's see. Is it on? I'm assuming it's on Instagram.
No, Marvin, it's not Keyboard Warriors. It's well, now I'm certain they probably do live things and talk trash in the live feeds like you see over here on this kind of crap, but these are guys actually making videos about one another, talking shit. I thought it was funny.
I watched a lot of the guitar shit community, and like they all have the same. They have one guy that does like like a lot of drama and talks a lot of shit about the big guys, and it's all the same shit as the vaping. Like you got your Mike Vapes, you got your Jay Haze's, you got all those fucking people just doing a different thing.
Hold on. I guess I gotta answer this one. Where's that at? Where is that at? Oh, DC says, how about the West Virginia mating call? I wish I had a bottle right here, but the mating call is a bottle of freaking pain pills. He's sitting here shaking. That's the mating call. It's the funniest shit, man. Oh man, they got family members doing one another. I mean, it's a mixture of everything on there. So, Spectre, why do you keep saying, honey? I think you do it to mess with it, but you say change your furnace filter. I'm
What?
looking around. Why do I need to change a furnace filter?
I should
Unless
be fine.
because I just changed it not too long ago. Thank you very much. But anyway, Spectre always be liking to mess with folks. Robert Scarelli says at Vaping Fagan, check your email.
I'm on it. Hold on. Aegis Max. You can't really see much from the photo, but it's like on the but
Okay.
front of it.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like I need to do a backflip over that, but
That's perfect though. Like 100 watts. That's all I need. 21,700. That actually might be. Oh, there we go. There's a shot of it on the side. I think. Is that it?
dude,
It looks kind of big for
how
a.
much shit have you got in your room that's good enough to use from here on out?
That's kind of big for a single battery, isn't it?
It looks to be, unless the picture is deceiving.
Yeah, yeah, I got enough shit, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's the perfect power and perfect like a 21,700 that goes up to 100 watts. I think is perfect. Like 80 is just a tad bit too low. Anything over 100 is too much. 100 is perfect. What's in my email? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's hard to get. It's hard to get hyped up on stuff anymore. Oh, give me a little some sweet tea action.
I'll reply back to you after the show there, Mr. Roberto. Jake Lewis. Hey, Mark, it's Jake from oh, this is something.
It's like a smaller legend. Yeah, it does. Yeah, they don't really like go outside of the box with some shit. What's going on, Mooch? I seen you out there, Mr. Mooch. What am I vaping? The D salt. Right there, the big D salt. I love these things right here. They're a little old. They're still obtainable, but for around the house, for as long as the battery lasts, I love them.
I got my triad since all my Asmodus mods fucking took a shit all at once.
Dude, I mean, I can box up quite a few and send to you if you need.
Fucking, I just can't believe these all just went out. Like, well, I know this one went out.
Even your orange one went out?
Yeah, that went out last week. The touchscreen, you can't. I mean, you could vape it at 80 watts because you can't change it. It's stuck at 80 watts. This one's stuck at 80 watts.
Yeah,
and this one doesn't even turn on anymore.
Did you contact them to let them know?
I'm going to this week. And this one was a replacement. They sent me for another one.
I remember that.
Screen fucked up.
Because that first one you got was like shorting out. You was getting shocked or something on it, wasn't you?
No, that was the other one. The very first, they sent me a replacement for that one. But then this one, the screen stopped working. Like, I love Asmodus mods. I love the chips because I think they're like the best chips, but they go out, man. Holy shit, they go out. If you use them like constantly, like every day, all day for a long period of time, those touchscreens just stop working.
Nice.
I am not buying the iPhone 12 Pro Max, but then again, if I see it and it's in my hands, and they walk up, they say, you could have that phone for free. All you got to do is just do this and that. Like,
well, basically, that's how you're getting all of them.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm going to get that one. I don't know. There's not the cameras are the biggest difference on there. I mean, this phone is fine for me. It's got the big screen. The cameras are good.
Well, I'm skipping the 11 just because I've already got to see what the 12 looks like, and I can wait. So, I mean, it's not like they're releasing it tomorrow. We're talking close to the end of the year before it's even going to hit the market, before you get your hands on it. But I'm kind of like in no rush. I guess one thing that's kind of helped me out there too, after I got the iPad, I like hanging out on that more now, like around the house, opposed to where I did everything on the phone, like if I wasn't at my computer. And so it's not like such a drastic rush to do now. But
I've been waiting like 2 or 3 years for their new iMac. I'm hoping they come out with a new one this year, but I know they came out with new MacBooks, but I'm not really a laptop person.
Vandy Vape Swell is dynamite. Yeah, I've heard through a lot of people that the Swell was a pretty good one. That was one that I didn't bother to fool with. But Marvin Norton says, I've got 3 Asmodus modes. Did you mean mods there, kid? I use all the time, and 2 of them are 2.5 years old with no problems at all.
You son of a bitch.
Well, I mean, there's kind of reasoning for that. I mean, Marvin doesn't really vape. Marvin's kind of like a few other folks we know. He smokes cigarettes more than anything. But like if you would see Marvin out, he'd keep a mod on him just to make it look like he's vaping real quick. Then he'd break his cigarettes back out. So don't let Marvin fool you.
The only thing I could think of that maybe fucks the screen up, I highly doubt this is the reason, but I do over drip a lot. And sometimes juice does get down into the 510. Not a lot of juice, but maybe over time that will do something. I don't know. But I don't drop them or anything.
You want to read that one? That's...
We got a $7.99 Asian. Would just like to take this time to congratulate Fagan on his new partnership with Galisi. Here we go.
That's for good old Jack B. Offer.
Is that what's his name that I've been talking to on Facebook? So I got a message today.
Hold on before you say that. Is Mooch still out in chat? Mooch, give me a thumbs up if you're still out there before we get cranked up. Or do we want
to watch it too?
I mean,
Okay.
that's maybe content we need to save for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we could save for tomorrow. Let's save
Yeah.
for tomorrow.
We're going to save that one for Mark's show tomorrow because that is Mark's dealing. And, I don't even have all the exacts on it, even though we've all been kind of messaging throughout the day. But
But if you're watching, you know who you are. You irritate the fuck out of me.
Mooch, make sure you're watching the show tomorrow. So if we need to answer anything, you're definitely there.
Favorite triple battery mech squonker, and I never. Oh, you're talking about the from oh god, what the fuck was their names? They made the what you call it RDA, the Goon 528 Customs, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. What was the name? They had two different ones. They had a dual battery and then the
Triple battery.
yeah.
Oh, you won that triple battery one?
Those look pretty cool because they were like so simple, but they look good on them. The colors look good on them.
Yeah, they had like green, red, blue.
Yeah.
I've been promoting the Galisi S6, and we promoted that charger like 2 years ago.
I'm still using mine.
But yeah, I'm still using mine too, by the way. But we're gonna talk about this tomorrow on the show Sunday because I had someone message me who just decided to irritate the shit out of me all day long.
Yeah. We gotta have content for tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
we'll drop it then. We can probably get some shit stirred up tomorrow too because of it, but it's all
Yeah, so if
good.
you want some drama, tomorrow we have some drama for you
Yeah.
guys.
We'll manufacture drama tonight. So
Manufacturer.
Chris H says I bought a $4 off mark.
And as for the
Oh
charger.
golly, man, my eyes are jacked up right now. I'm
So
thinking,
apparently the S4 charger from Galisi's being recalled or something. I didn't watch Mooch's video yet on it, but I was notified about the video. And he was going live, I think, about it or something he was doing a little while ago.
damn, what's up with the KY and jelly?
KY.
Look at Alex.
Never used KY in my life.
That's all Alex is about is some freaking drama.
Yep.
Sorry ass sucker.
I'm on my second dual top sign. If this one dies, I'm done. I'm not gonna say anything over drip because Brian will scold me.
Yeah, he's been banned from speaking on anything that deals with the top side.
Yes, it's always negative.
Odie says I want a DNA, but they cost more than my allowance. Just use some of that stimulus money on it there, OD. Go big, go home. You got to have at least one DNA. Come on now. As long as I've been seeing you watch these shows and I know you vape and all that good shit, you got to have at least one in the group. Yeah, that is a good one, Marvin. That's that one I believe that Mike had that he liked a lot. I think.
Yeah, I think that is the one.
I don't think they.
For me, like a battery charger, if I can leave my batteries in it overnight and it doesn't catch fire, it's good to me. That's the way I look at it. I don't know.
I'm kind of I'm at a point, and knock on wood, of all the battery chargers I've had, and I say of all the ones I've had, because I've got some that are piled up, it's only because I've bought some that were larger, held more batteries, just because over time things have grown. But I have never yet to have any issues with any of my battery chargers. Not to say that I've had a shit ton of them, but I've had a decent amount. I've never had any issues.
The only one I had an issue with was the I forgot who made it. It's called the Dragon or something, and it charged lipos and it did all this other shit.
I remember that.
Yeah, that one just fell apart. It was glued together, I guess, and the glue, I guess, heated up and it just fell apart one day. I've never used the S4 that people are that Mooch is saying is being recalled. I never used that one before.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Church?
I got the 6. I think it's the S6, the 6-bay one.
Yeah, that's the one I've got. Yeah, and ever since, I think we were all in cahoots with Galacy and they sent those chargers out. I've been using mine ever since, and I've never had any issue with that one at all. But
The X Star. There you go. Thank you, Phil. The X Star Dragon. That's the one. Nice charger fell apart.
oh my god, I'm so bad with names. Oh, my eFest chargers. I've had what 3 of those. Matter of fact, I got one sitting back here that's a 6-bay. I've been using it for the longest, and I love it. Used to have a 4-bay one. It's probably laying in a box somewhere. I used that. Wow. I think the first one I ever bought, what was the Night Core? I bought a Night Core that was a little 2-bay charger because back then when I first got started, I really didn't have a whole lot of stuff. So, only 2 bays was perfect then. But then, of course, as time went along, I needed more and more. But
That one, is it? What's the one that stands up? Takes 8 batteries?
that's, I think, also is that the eFest?
No, that's not eFest.
No, I know what you're talking about, and it's Bluetooth also. Help me out, Mooch. Which one is that? Watch, he's going to say it, and I'll be pissed because I didn't.
I forgot which one it was. It either did 8 or did 6, but the batteries standed up. I didn't like mine because you could barely see the light on it. The Night Core. There you go.
Is that a Night Core?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could barely see when the lights were red or green. That's why I wasn't a fan of it. Hello.
Mamahita. What's up? Yeah, the eFest one, I've definitely liked it. The first eFest one I had was a little 4-bay one, that Luck 4, and man, I used the crap out of that joker. I mean, but it finally got demoted, and I put some other ones into use. But I only keep 2 battery chargers going, and that's they're both 6-bay because I've got so many damn batteries. I'm pretty good with batteries, I guess you could say. Wow, somebody's freaking getting it on by the house. I feel like I'm living in the trailer park.
Back in the day when I kind of not first started vaping, but I would use some really shitty battery chargers. Like they'd get hot as fuck. Like they were like 2-bay chargers, no name chargers, and they were horrible.
Yeah.
Until I actually spent money and got like a real battery charger.
The
good old V-Cigo.
Yeah, the Luck 4s are badass. That's what I'm using now is the Luck 6. That's a good one. The only thing that's hard on that one, and it is like for me, somebody that's a little older, it's got that low grade orange lighting on it.
Yep.
So sometimes, like the Galacy one, it's like bright white. So I can easily see on that one, but some of the lighting on them are a little hard to see at times. Element Vape has topside dual SQ for $84.99. Canada, exact same device, $254.
You gotta be fucking crazy.
Hold on. What am I missing here? How does it go from $85 in the States to $255 in Canada? You got to be messing with me.
Yeah, there's something messed up there.
I mean, what where are they selling this in Canada for that price?
Probably at the mall or something crazy.
Holy shit.
Trust Fire. That's what I think I had. I think the chargers I used to have were Trust Fire chargers. Those are fucking those
Yeah,
things are
those are
shit.
Trustfire's a little janky to me all the way around, but
But then again, the batteries I used to use were pretty shitty too.
yeah.
Those red IMR batteries.
Yeah, back in the day when nobody really knew any better about batteries and were just running whatever in it, people were looking more at the price than what the actual quality of things were.
Yep.
Serious? Dash Vapes is selling it for that? That doesn't
There's
sound like him.
yeah, because the Canadian like
God
currency
damn.
is not even that. That would make it like what 8 6. That'd make it like triple the price.
I mean, I'm not like trying to dog anybody on shit, but dude, that's a hellacious fucking markup right there.
And we want. I'll sell you mine for $200. How's that?
Damn. I'll sell you one for 150 if you want. Shit. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
I finally rebuilt my VTFC today. I haven't. I had the same coils in there. I want to say for 6 months. I think the same coils, and I finally had to take them out. I had the mod in my pocket. The button was firing, and the mod like it was the RDA was like almost on fire. I'm like, I gotta get rid of these coils.
I got to say this. Yeah, it comes with a box of KY. Shit, it better come more than that. That RDA for vaping that I bought, I didn't pay any attention when I bought it. I just bought it, and I bought it off of Quill Turd's site. And apparently, the one I bought came with a build and wicked already, and I guess I just didn't realize it. I know I checked it. I wanted a black one, and I think somebody mentioned that you could get it done that way or whatever. I don't know. Again, I didn't look because I wanted it, so I got it. But I got to say, whatever coils that they put in there, now I've been running this thing for a decent while, and I've re-wicked it quite a few times. Dude, when I clean the coils up on it just to re-wick it, man, the coils look perfect. And it's like it was brand new as soon as I re-wick it. So whatever coils they dropped in that joker were some damn good coils.
Yeah, of course, I had the tricore fuse claptons in here. I mean, they don't look new when I dry burn them, but they lasted pretty damn long for some Chinese coils.
Dude, I'm tripping out on that freaking price, man.
That is crazy.
Maybe I need to move up to Canada and sell stuff for like a month or two, and then I can pretty much retire after that. Shit. Damn.
Thank you, Spectre. Thank you. It's kind of like me wanting to move to Michigan because you can get like 5 or 10 cents on cans or some shit.
Man,
Back when we used to drink soda all the time, like we could have made a lot of money.
Dude, that's crazy though, man. I remember the days like when I first got started, like you would see something online, like LI, perfect example. So when I bought my IPV LI, the 150, I got it for like $85 online. And then I go to my shop and they just got some in. Now, if you remember, the LI came out, 4 years ago, if somewhere in that area, I forget. Dude, they wanted $180 for it.
Oh, geez.
In the shop. And he said he couldn't keep them on the shelf. And I was new to vaping then. I mean, that's about almost the time I started my channel off. So I'm hearing this, and actually it turned out to be that the guy I was talking to turned out to be a damn good friend of mine. But I almost wanted to step outside and wait for people that were coming up that was interested in buy it, and me wanting to tell them, because I didn't know a whole lot about shops then. I mean, I'd bought some stuff out of them, but I was starting to get a little bit more familiar with online sales. And it's just something in me thinking, man, if you're marking it up that high, I want to tell you to go buy the shit, online, save yourself a little money. Now, before I get all the hate on that, I understand brick and mortar price is going to be raised. You got to be able to stay in business. I get it. But at that point in time, I didn't get it. I didn't understand all this stuff yet because I was new to the big markups there were in brick and mortars compared to online. And I knew how important brick and mortars were because I'm one of those people. I really used to be one of those people. I had to do the touchy feely thing before I would buy shit. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't buy much shit online, because if I couldn't mess with it or hold it in hand or do anything, I don't do it. And I'm still a little leery about some things, but I've gotten better now. But
I bought the Joytech, the Evic, the one that had the control head on it you could remove. I bought that at a vape shop and I paid like well over $100 when that thing came out.
yeah.
And I was so excited, like, oh my God, this thing is so like futuristic.
Oh my God, Sheboygan keeps changing his freaking name. Now it's Sheboygan COVID-19 Response Team. How does YouTube keep letting you change your name that often?
He's probably got a million email addresses.
Yep.
I put rocks in my empty cans before I crush them. They pay better. They don't get out of here. I don't think that's not a bad idea though, but I think they would pick that up, wouldn't they?
You would think. Yeah. But I'm certain there's probably a lot of people that can relate to that story about, especially people that's been involved in vaping for a long time. And if you were unfamiliar with what you could get in a brick and mortar, and online retail stores were getting to be kind of new, and you start seeing the differences in price, you wouldn't even really think. The first thing that's going to go through your head, you're not thinking about how is the shop going to stay open, making, charging that much on shit, comparing for you to go online to get it. But, again, I get things, but I have seen shops mark some things up that I don't mind calling them out to say, hey, you're flat out robbing folks. Because a lot of times there's good product that's going to sell, and you don't have to price gouge people, I mean, but there are some people that do that shit.
Like hand sanitizer.
Yeah, we've learned real well in this dilemma we've been going through that, like toilet paper, for instance. Yep. When toilet paper, you couldn't find it, you could jump on eBay or whatever, and you would see people selling, a package of toilet paper for freaking $90. And they didn't think twice about that shit.
And I think some people, like, they'll pay the extra money for the convenience of just walking into a store and buying it rather than going home and, buying online, having it shipped, having to wait.
Yeah.
And then other people just don't even know about the internet. And they just like, oh, yeah, I could buy it here, not realizing there's a vape shop online. So,
yeah.
But there used to be a kiosk in our mall, and he sold like every RDA, RTA, and mod that was like ever created. It was like the best looking kiosk ever. And all the RDAs and RTAs all were bought from Angel Cigs. And that place used to sell like $5-10 atomizers.
Yep, dirt,
and he would sell them for like $65.
Yeah.
Places like that, yeah, should be called out.
See, Carlos is even saying that he paid $165 for his Sigelli 150, which was basically almost the same thing as an LI. And you could go on and like to an online vendor and pick one of those up for easily $80-90.
Yep.
But again, I mean, I get the whole revolution of things and what all's involved, but when you're fucking price gouging on stuff, I don't really have any, good feelings about you. But shit, is fucking Terry out there? Here's Terry. Good old Terry. Terry, you late to the game, son.
Yep.
if Marvin Norton can get his old ass in here, Terry, I don't know what the holdup is, but I'll let you
Wish
slide
I
on this one.
wish I still had my Sigelli 150. I would actually use it.
I remember when all that kind of stuff was coming out, and at the time, I mean, I could afford anything pretty much vape wise. It was more or less just having that thought of, do I really want to spend this kind of money on something like that?
Yeah.
And this was like before even getting into the YouTube thing. You know, you'd see a product online that was $100, and I'm sitting here thinking, I was still in that mindset. Hold on now, I was spending $5 for a pack of cigarettes, but I'm going to spend $100 for some little electronic box. I'm like, I don't know about all that.
I was the same way.
Happy Hippie says I bought my topside plastic for $32.99 online. Topside, the all plastic one. Okay. Well, those are going fairly cheap.
No,
Thank you, Spectre. Thank you. I had to throw that in there. Like, yeah, you know, I could have anything I wanted, but you know,
I remember going to the vape shop in by me somewhere, and they had the first Hannah mods because Hannah mods used to be in Illinois in Romeoville, so they were the first ones to have the Hannah before anybody even knew about it, and they were $300, and I didn't buy it because I was like, this is way too much money for a vape mod, but it
yep.
was like the coolest looking thing I've ever seen.
I remember my first highest one I paid for, and that was the Anakin SVD, whatever the hell the one with the freaking DNA 20 in it.
Yep.
I spent right at close to $100 for that. And I was thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I'm spending this kind of money on something like that. Bought it and I used it quite a damn bit. It was nice. But my highest dollar purchase that back when I did it, I still couldn't believe I was doing it, is when I bought my first Vapor Shark. I was thinking, man, this thing is so badass right here. But that is a shitload. And I bought it from a shop. And I remember when I bought that thing and walked out, I thought I was the coolest son bitch around. I was thinking, man, this thing is badass. But
I felt the same exact way when I bought a Provari. Like
yep,
when I actually had enough money saved up to where I can go on the website, I was able to buy the Provari. I could buy like the extension cap. I can get the 1 year warranty with it. And when I got that thing, I thought I was like the king shit. Like I
yep,
got a Provari. No one's got these fucking things.
yep.
Those are awesome mods.
I remember buying my Vapor Shark in the shop, and I kind of knew the guys then because I'd been going in a little bit. I bought it, I think it was right around Memorial Day weekend or something like that. And there was a lot of people coming and going. I bought it. I can't remember. I was still using sub-ohm tanks, and whatever tank I had, I remember screwing it on there. And I remember just, man, I was proud standing. I'd use it, set it down, let everybody walk by and see that I was vaping
Yep.
on a Vapor Shark. And probably half of the people that walked in there were so freaking new to vaping, they had no idea what was sitting there on the counter and didn't even give two shits about it because they were just in there to buy something much cheaper just to get them started off. But I still thought I was like king dingling with that shit.
The Provari with the Z Addy, it was like a rebuildable Genesis atomizer. That used to be like the big dog setup. Like if you had those two things paired together, you were like the shit back then.
Yep.
Those were the good old days when you used to get really excited about shit. Like,
Dude, that was the shit for my hand. That's when I was living and breathing this stuff, and it was exciting. And now
yep.
it's anyway, but Pike Place, you just said recommendation to replace the Caliburn. So you want to move on from the Caliburn to another pod? Is that what you're asking? Or fill me in a little bit more what you got, which I'm assuming that's what you're asking. But I want to make sure before I sit here and give you some long spell on something. Speaking of UL, I finally tracked down a UL, what is it? Marsupial, Marsu, or whatever the freaking thing it is. That phenom. I got one of those showing up Monday.
What the hell is it?
It's like it's kind of like a miniature Caliburn, but it's got a case you can put it in, and it even charges it off of that.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking
And it's the airflow is a little bit more loose than what's on a Caliburn, so I don't know how well or not I'm going to like that, but I guess
yeah, I remember the ZNA.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
ZNA 20 in there. I got so excited when I was able to get one of those finally. They were in stock, and I bought one whole. I think actually did a review on it too. It's not up anymore, but oh, was I excited! You could buy different colored tubes for it. You could buy the 18650 or I think it was the 18490 tube.
All right, Pipe Place. He says something similar. Okay, go get this. Go get you a cocoa.
There you go.
First off, you're asking the wrong man when you say a replacement for the Caliburn, because the Caliburn and the Cocoa are the all-time greatest for me. There is no pod sitting on my desk, in my opinion, that is better than this right here. Tried, true, and tested. This is, in my opinion, the best, and I probably got about 1 million other people that can back me up on it. Now, if you're concerned about what's going on, and believe me, I understand that. If you enjoy the Caliburn, my suggestion to you is to stock up on stuff. Stock up on pods. They are available. Like Brad's Vapor, I know he's got stuff right now. Go check him out. But stock up on the devices themselves. Stock up on pods. Cocos and Caliburns come with 2 pods in them already. So you can buy a lot of this, and like I said, you can stock them up, and it'll last you for a very long time. But ST, you not seen the quick look. I've seen some stuff on there. They were sold out in a lot of places. So I did find a place that had it, and I picked it up. So, but that's my opinion. That's what I've used, and that's what I've enjoyed the most. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that probably absolutely hate them. So,
I found the ultimate setup for the folks out there that remember it. The Provari with the Z added. Oh, that was like the fucking shit. Ooh, that was the shit.
Well, the thing about that too, even now for everything that's come out and kind of like looking at retro things, it does look cool. Yeah. I kind of miss stuff like that.
Oh, I miss that.
And I know we've talked about this, but I mean, we were even looking, a couple of months ago, we were all sitting here and we all kind of got like, we all wanted to get a pipe.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So we started looking all over the place, and then we started looking at what was that one site that had the custom ones that were going for like $150, $200 and up. They had some cool ass, but all of them were sold out.
Yep.
You know, and you didn't know when they were going to have them back in stock. And that's one thing I never had. I think maybe I had one generic kind of like crappy one, but you know, for what I do now, you know, I'd love to have me a nice one, not a cheapy one, but a little nice mouth-alone pipe, just to kind of sit here and do my thing with. But
they got some real nice ones out there, but I don't know if they even have them anymore anywhere. People used to make them. I got a moving pod. What? Terry, are you drunk? Terry's drinking tonight.
Oh, that's normal. I would hope he would be. And for a lot of y'all that are worrying that UL is falling off the map, no. We did get notice that they're pulling out of California. Understandably why, because of some stuff going on. UL is not going anywhere.
Yeah, they just got rid of their office to avoid any kind of shit.
It might be a little tougher to get UL stuff here after a while, but hell, with the way things are going, it might be tough to get a lot of shit. But yeah, UL ain't going anywhere.
Thank you, Canadian Vapor. I'm glad that you noticed my beauty.
Damn.
What's the show with a blunt? With a blunt, the other what? What's this show? A man with a blunt, the other getting a nut. What are you talking about, Bachelor?
VB, he's on the bottle tonight. You can tell when our normals are on the good stuff and when they're just kind of like normal watching things. So
I love the photos you've been sending me, though. Thank you.
Yeah, so again, if y'all are worried about UL going somewhere, they're not. They're just a company like that. UL could probably survive alone just off some of their pods and not the other shit that they've done, but UL's got a very good track record. They've made maybe a couple of devices that I really haven't given two shits about, but a lot of shit that they've put out, they've sold tons of. So
We like a while ago, we thought they were going to go under when they were having, with the what was the not the Crown, the other one. Fuck, I forgot the name of it.
I know what you're talking about.
Then they came out with that RDA, and then they were just having bad luck with all kinds of shit.
They put out that piece of shit ass Squonk box.
Yep.
That was like some toy looking thing. We're like, oh yeah, they're about to pull the plug. You know when a company's about to pull the plug when they start putting out some shit that they would never put out before. But
I'm trying to think what it was that brought them back. The Caliburn maybe or something before that.
I can't remember if the Caliburn came out after that or what. I don't.
The Raphael tank. There we go. That's what that was the shitty tank. I think.
Yeah. Well, the Raphael was early on though. That was right after. Well, it was. I'm trying to put everything in perspective.
I think it was the Raphael, the Crown 2, and then RDA is what fucked them up, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I've still got to this day, brand new in the box, never used, never opened, still got the little yellow UL sleeve on it.
Oh my God, the Crown 1?
A Crown 1 murdered out. All black.
Jesus.
Still brand new in the box.
Wow.
And I figured that'll be one of those little ones I hold on to that you can kind of keep looking back, because actually I've still got a new stainless Crown tank in a package.
Oh, wow.
Because, back in the day, UL was kind of like Anakin. If you were reviewing their products, man, it's not like they'd send you one or two. Like UL, man, good God. They sent, I remember one shipment, I had a big box full of when they were putting them in the little tin cans.
Yep.
Man, I had a shit ton of well, Mark got like 50 of them in a box one time, I think.
I remember that.
Yeah. I think I still got a Crown 3 or a Crown 4. I'm trying to think of the first year that they did that push coil into the Crown tank, and I don't know if that was the 3 or the 4 or whatever, but that was a good tank.
Those were the good old days when reviewers used to get like 25 or 50 of a product, and we have all these fucking giveaways.
Oh yeah.
Like every channel had tons of giveaways going on. Now you barely see anything.
Yes, Randall. They put out, well, and it wasn't like everybody was jumping on doing videos on it, but they did have a little Squonk plastic. I think it was plastic. Mark got one, and when we seen it, we were like, oh my God. Am I still selling that rainbow BTFC? Yeah, $100. It's yours. I'll be a brick and mortar price on that one. No, I'm not gonna let that. It is brand new. I actually need to send it back to Mark.
Butter Jesus emailed me. He's got a brand new BTFC. He's gonna either sell me or send me. Like, yes.
I've got two. I've got a gunmetal one. That's the one I did my video on, and then I got the rainbow one, and it's still in the can, brand new.
Goddamn rainbow.
Yeah, anything rainbowed I get pretty much stayed in a box, because normally anything rainbowed I got was in like a multiple set of things. So I would definitely do the video on a different color. But
Adrian was here.
yeah, I think he probably got busy. The line was backing up at the drive-through, so he's not in here now.
Remember shitting out the egg. Yeah. What did that UL? What was that product in that UL egg thing? I
What
forgot.
was the egg? Well, it was two eggs they sent. It was a big one and a smaller one. But I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember what the deal was with the egg now.
I forgot what came in it. That photo was a little overboard. I did.
VB, you on the wrong channel to be kissing somebody's ass. You need to do that over on Mark's channel. BTFC, the best RDA to date.
I said that when it came out and I did my video and people didn't believe me. And now that you can't find it anywhere, people are looking for a BTFC. So,
Damn.
or maybe I'm the only one looking.
He says I got that rainbow flag bumper sticker. got me there. It was the nunchaka that was the egg.
No, was it?
I don't think that the nunchaka was the egg.
No, I don't think it was.
I wonder what that was now. I thought it was like one of the tanks or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I forgot what the fuck was in the egg. I don't think it was a nunchucker though.
Oh, Randall, you ain't missing nothing. He says, I regret so bad not getting
Valerian tank? Maybe. I don't know.
That could have been I don't remember. It's been a while. What was that? Almost 2 years ago now? Or hell, I can't remember any of this shit now.
I know. I can't. It's all like one big blur.
Terry Vapor says, I found it at Goodwill. Terry, you love hanging out at Goodwill, don't you, son?
Welcome to Goodwill. It was the UL Valerian tank.
Was it so the very first Valerian came in the egg?
Yeah, it's 2017.
Wow, that was almost 3 years ago. Damn, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah, Valerian.
Yeah, I knew it had to be. It was like some kind of tank in it. Didn't UL release a Mech 2 with battery? Yes. I think it was the Soul or something like that, or I don't know.
The good old days when UL would let you work for him at an expo and pay you crazy amounts of money.
Yeah, Mark knows very well about that one.
I think out of all the companies I worked for, I think UL was probably UL and who made the Luggy? Mufkin. Yeah.
Yeah, but you screwed Mufkin pretty good. But anyway.
Yeah.
Soul Keeper, yeah, that was it.
I probably screwed Geek Vape more. I walked out completely on them.
Yep. I don't know though. You screwed UL because they paid you and you can do shit for them except walk around for free at a damn event. But
yeah, but at least I was there. With Geek Vape, I actually walked out and just left because they weren't letting me do anything. They just wanted me to stand there. I'm like, I'm not just, it was stupid. It was like a waste of time. And Mufkin, I had a panic attack and I left.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Spectre.
I did build a bulk. Where did I not in I built a bulk in Mohegan Sun.
Yeah. It took him like an hour and a half, and then I think he even screwed it up then, but he was sitting there for a good while.
I've never built an atomizer using only the tools and the parts that come in the box, like the cotton, the coils, and the little tool that you get. I've never used that. I've always used my own shit, my own cotton. Trying to use the shit that it comes with, it's a pain in the ass. At least for me, it was.
It is pretty crazy working the events. I've worked with a few different people, and like when I thought I was releasing my own product, I wasn't there to speak about Sense's other products, and they had some brand new stuff there that I had seen for the first time when I got there. So I didn't have the knowledge to give somebody that was walking up. So I actually kind of felt useless because the only part I played there was when people came around to look at what, I was putting out. And, you'd have people come up, you talk to them real quick, but then a lot of times things would get a little dead and you're just standing there and it's like, you want to feel like you're doing something, but then it's like, I, I'm not doing anything here, but
Yep,
I don't know.
that's how it was a Geek Vape.
Mark says, ST, I need help with the Anani MTL. I keep on getting dry hits. Please help me. You keep on getting dry hit. First of all, what resistant coil are you using in it? We got to go. We got to start playing things out here. But we'll get it. We'll get it working for you. What happened to my pod system? It was good to go. I mean, again, if y'all are unfamiliar, you can go on my Instagram. You can see it was the full layout. It had its own package. I've got the product. It was there. But then all this shit happened where the bands were about to start kicking in. That was very unexpected, like how it was happening. The company I was working with got nervous. They didn't know whether or not that products all were about to be banned in this country, that nobody knew anything. So they wanted to hold off and things got worse and worse and it never came. It never happened. It
Yeah,
sucked
they freaked out.
because I figured, man, I'm about to have a product out on the market. And then, out of all times, if I could have got this out there a couple of months ahead of time, it would have made it out to the world. But it happened at the worst time that things could ever happen. Matter of fact, me and Mike had products releasing almost at the same time. The thing is, Mike's was already had evolved a bit more than mine. So when his was dropping and he was announcing his dropping, I was kind of like dropping that I was about to have mine out there. And, it just, I think it kind of hurt, but, well, it hurt me, of course, a lot more, but I think it even hurt the sales on, I can't even remember what product he had dropping at that point in time, but it's all good. I know what goes on with this. Have I missed? Just the coil that came with it. I forgot, but which one? It's my first RTA. I got it because you liked it, and I love it. But after 6 or 7 hits, it gets dry. Won't wick properly. All right. Let me find here's mine right here. So I have got a 1.12 resistance coil in it, and I'll be honest, I don't remember if it's one of the coils that came with it or if I use something else. But I have been running this thing 18 watts. It's kind of in the wicking technique too. On a MTL, on a very small coil, you just got to wick it just right. You got to really wick it just right. You're either going to get like gurgling out of it or you're going to get dry hits. Now, it sounds like you might be getting dry hits because you've got too much cotton going on there. You might want to re-wick it and use a little less cotton. Even if you think that you're like, man, this doesn't seem like enough, it might be enough.
Yeah, usually I don't own that RTA, so I couldn't tell you. But usually, when you're getting dry hits,
You do own this RTA. You do own the Anani.
Do I?
That's the one from Asmodus. We all got them. You just never, you used it, but you didn't use it.
Hold on, let me look it up. I don't remember this fucking thing for some.
I don't know if you did a video on it, but you got one. You got 2 of them.
Oh, I think I did do a video on it.
Because we all got ours about the same time.
Oh yeah, I did do a video. You watched my video.
Ryan said, "When is Quest for Vape going to come back on?" He's not. He's gotten out of the YouTube thing. But funny enough, you say that. I got a video texted to me from him last night, just kind of showing me some stuff, and we seen him not too long back.
Um, if you watch my video on the Anani, now I remember it. You gotta make sure that when you cut the wicks, like the end of the wick is touching the bottom like that. Make sure you're not folding the wicks over. Because if you're folding them, it's gonna wick up really slow. You want to cut them to where they're exactly just resting on those juice flow holes. So the cotton kind of sucks it in. And if you watch my video, I think, yeah, I did a build on it, or a wicking, I should say.
Yeah, Mark. I mean, I love mine. Well, you obviously know I love mine because I use it all the freaking time.
I remember mine now. Took me a while. Punani, yes, the Punani. That's what I was thinking of. My O-ring is, I wish it was stretched out. I wouldn't strain so much when I was taking dumps.
Yeah, me true. Where's the Vapor Chronicles at with it? He's creeping.
Sitting on his couch, just doing fucking nothing, watching TV, probably, knowing him.
At STF, I wanted a good flavor MTL RTA. Would you recommend one of Phil's or someone else's? I'm trying to think. Do I have one of Phil's? You know what? I don't think I ever got any of Phil's. Well, you say Phil's, but Phil's is Anakin. And for some reason, Anakin sends stuff all the time. Isn't the Aries, don't you have to build the Aries, one of those?
I think so. I know I got the whatchamacallit here. Yeah, you got to build this one.
But that would be a Phil and Dimitri thing.
The Aries too, yeah. I haven't built it yet though, so I can't comment on it.
Yeah. Now, if you want like a one with a pre-made coil that's mount to lung, the Zlide. The Zlide's a damn good one. Y'all can remember me. I was using that quite a bit, but then the Anani came in, and I've been using that more than anything. I also use the Precisio. It's quite a bit looser, even though it is a mount to lung, but it is quite a bit looser to me, but it's a good MTL one.
If your O-ring is stretched out, you got to find a dude with a bigger, fatter penis to, I don't know, fit inside of your loose, stretched out O-ring. I'm assuming you're referring to your butthole.
Terry says, why is Heavy so mad at you guys? I didn't realize he was so mad at us.
I think Terry's trying to start trouble. Thanks, Terry.
There's nothing going on with Heavy's just kind of doing his thing and we're doing our thing. Ain't nobody mad at nobody. Not that I know of. I mean, I'm not.
I'm mad at everyone.
Yeah, I hate everyone. What the hell?
Including everyone in chat.
Damn. Remember he said that, but that's another one. Joel just mentioned the Berserker. Vandy Vape sent a few things. Berserker was one thing. I have never tried any of the Berserkers. And I've heard some good stuff about some of them, but that's just one I've never tried. Actually, Canadian Vapor, I'll have a cog here Tuesday.
Oh, it's on moving?
No. Me and Brad were talking, and he was asking me. He says, "What do you think about the cog?" And I says, "Man," I said, "I wish I could tell you, but," I said, "I've had tracking numbers for it for it seemed almost 2 months now, but it hadn't moved." And I said, "I don't know what's going on with it," and I just it's whatever. And he says, "Well, damn, I guess he had ordered some and they came in. He said, well, you know what? I'm just going to send you one." I said, well, shit, I guess I'll have it quicker than what they're trying to do. So he went in and set one out, and it's supposed to be here Tuesday now. So if y'all are looking for a cog, I think he's got them on the site now. So you might want to check that out. And that is Brad's Vapor. Wow. DC says, Mark, how do you keep your rubbers from falling off? That's an interesting one.
That's a tough one. That's I use
A
the
lot of
finger,
rubber bands.
I use finger condoms, and they fit actually perfect for my little number. If you go on Amazon, type in finger something, you can get a whole box of 50 of them for like $1. They're actually cheaper than condoms.
Who just? Oh, James West says Cog is great so far. I got it yesterday. Oh, cool, cool deal. I'm kind of interested. I'm sure Vape's good, but the thing I'm kind of interested is just the cosmetics. I mean, I've seen it, on the video and all that, but like, I want to see it for myself in my own hand. See the little inner workings.
That's the Aries 2.
Oh, nice.
Can you remove that little airflow thing? I think you can. I don't know. The buildup is nice. It's got these little wick walls on there too.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta build this thing.
See, and that's a good thing with like Phil and Dimitri, because they've really stayed true to what they like. Well, and I don't want to say, but they've stuck with something that of the way they vape. They're mouth to lung strictly. They don't do direct lung. So all the products they mess with are direct lung. So obviously, if they, their RTA, it's probably pretty good because it's also with Anakin, and Anakin really doesn't put out crap at all to me. So
true. Canadian Vapor. Who sent me $30 for shipping? That one giveaway. I don't think it's not you. The one guy that won the giveaway, he lives in Canada. He's got to pay $67 for shipping.
For what? Shipped it out. For a $2 mod?
No, for that desktop mod that he won. The virus.
Well, he's still coming out like a saint on that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Retail on that thing was like $400 or $500, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely a lot. I put it in a large flat rate box.
Damn, that thing fit in a large. It seemed like it was bigger than.
Yeah, I was shocked it fit in there. $67 though. Fucking Canada. Fucking
Man, it is. It's expensive.
Right down the street, and they charge us $67.
I sent Joe Turner some stuff. I remember that time I went to the post office. I spent a little over $50 in shipping, and I was like, "Good God Almighty!" And that was going to the UK.
That's fucking crazy.
I remember like early on when somebody won a giveaway for me from the UK. It was for a little cheapy ass tank, but shipping was almost $30 on it. And I hit the dude up. I'm like, "Dude, you got to pay for shipping on this." I said, "You still?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I want it." I'm like, "Why? I mean, you could probably get this over there for less and have it quicker." But
yep.
but he was adamant he wanted it. So it kind of sucked because if y'all are not familiar, if you send shit out overseas, you got to fill out a damn custom form, and it's just more shit you got to do. And then they want to question you like you're sending off all kind of crazy crap. It's like, no.
What the hell is a polish jig for a mech mod?
Probably a jig that polishes up. You put it in a jig and it polishes up like a mech tube or something.
What I used to do is I used to take a long bolt with 2 washers, put it through the tube, put it in my drill, spin the drill, and run the thing across it, and it would polish my fucking mech mods up beautifully. Like $2.
I used to get I'd get the base off of like a sub-ohm tank that would screw onto it. Yep, and I'd use the 510 pin as to stick in the chuck and tighten it down and just spin that joker on there.
That's a good idea too. To do it that way. Like a 510 like Cardo or something.
There you go. OD says, "Screw that. Just meet at the border in Buffalo."
Meet at the border.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. I guess that could be that could be a little racist there, DC. Sorry about that.
Jig, that's racist. It is kind of racist.
It really doesn't matter what you say on the internet anymore. It's all
But it is
racist, I
called a
guess.
jig, though. So.
Mm,
Down.
Lord, I think we've been going for quite a bit. Well, folks,
How long have we been live?
do we want to keep going a little longer? Yes or no?
Not. We got on at like 7:40, and it's 9:40. Oh, we went 2 hours already. It didn't feel like two
No,
hours.
no, we got on. Well, no, it was closer to 8. So, well, we still been. We'll take it up to 10. That's like almost 20 minutes. So we'll give you about 20 more minutes.
No, DC. Thank you. I
Yeah,
doubt you have anything I want.
the only time we're doing call-ins is on Mark's feed. I can't trust y'all calling in on here.
Good old calling. Save it for tomorrow, Terry.
Yep, Terry, I know you got all kind of shit to talk tomorrow, so make sure you hang tight.
My wife used to smuggle smokes into Canada, and the U.S. Customs couldn't stop them on this end because they were part of the Native American reservation. Ah, interesting. I thought maybe you were going to say that she used to smuggle them like inside of her or something.
Hell, my cats are both swatting at something on the floor that's not even there. Man, these jokers are messed up on something.
I think Terry's got a GoFundMe going on.
I think Terry's got a lot of shit going on that we're gonna have to disclose at some point in time.
Terry, is that you that's been emailing me about buying a bulk? There's another Terry that's emailing me like once a week.
You know it's this Terry because that's all he talks about in chat is a freaking bulk. Terry, if you want one that bad, I'll send you one.
I'm not sure if it's him or someone else though.
ST need my email. No, I don't need your email.
Terry,
he wants my email. Hell no. Hell no, because Mark already tells me about all the stuff you send to him, and I don't know if I can handle all that. Spectre said he's here for the free shit.
Whew.
Well, I tell you what, I'll give y'all a little insight on some stuff. I do know that Mark's doing a bunch of stuff on his show tomorrow, just to kind of give y'all a little heads up. So be prepared.
We're gonna have Rip Trippers as a special guest tomorrow.
Yep. But you know what? I don't even know if that would be special anymore. He's kind of like going on the deep end with some shit.
Yeah, he's doing life videos now. So
dude, I caught like the first minute or two of that, and I'm like, ugh, okay, I'm done.
I kind of want to sit and watch it just to see what he's like has to say.
Oh, I can't. I don't know. Sometimes, you enjoy following somebody and their shit never gets old. And I'm not trying to say his shit's gotten old, but from where he started to where he's at now, a lot of people like it when people have progressed. I kind of liked him better when he was in his beginning days and not the progression he's in. So
exactly. I liked him a lot more in the earlier days.
Yeah.
Spectre, you won the giveaway. So you got a DNA mod coming. Just contact ST with your shipping info.
Now, hold on. Now, here's the kicker. Spectre works for DNA, but he's wanting a DNA mod right now. I got you, Spectre. Spectre, you probably got more DNAs than every reviewer put together.
That's pipe reviews. I made it to Rip's God Bless You stuff and turned out. Yeah. I got to watch a little bit of it to see what the hell it's about.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. Oh, he piffed it.
Oh, you piffed. All right.
Terry says, can I do it? Terry, oh my gosh. First, Terry, I'm going to send you, Never mind.
You ain't got no ex-wife. You know damn well you ain't got an ex-wife.
Terry, first of all, in my chat, I'm going to need you to spell correctly. Giveaway is not a word. It's giveaway, my friend. You know I got to stay on your ass about your damn spelling.
Ooh. Ooh. It smells kind of strong.
What'd you get a hold of there today?
Nothing bad. Well, maybe some cheese.
Cheese will always do it.
Terry, do you have any you have any nude photos of your ex-wife?
He said, why? I guess because he wants them. Terry, I'm not disputing if you're smart or anything like that. I'm not disputing it. You're proving it for yourself that your grammar is not correct up on the screen.
Thank you, Mama Nita. Mama Nita Cone.
Mama Ita.
So is it Mama Hita or Nita? Is the N silent or is the?
I think the N is silent on that one.
Mark was my spalling teacher. Yep.
Wow. Damn, BB says Angela is my ex-wife. Wow.
I knew there was something weird going on.
Terry, if you're 65, you ought to be a pro at this shit by now.
Damn, you're 65? Wow.
That's about the only thing I think Terry's told the truth on is his age. I think everything else has been kind of like inflated a little bit. So
you're going to be calling it quits any day now at 65.
And damn, I didn't say that, but now
I thought 40 was old. 65 is like you're fucked.
Thank you for the donation there, Scott Van Straten. He says, hello, everyone. Well, hello.
Like, not to be negative, but what do you have to look forward to when you're 65?
All right, here we go. Here we go again. Perfect. Terry says, I'm Rom, Wisconsin. We are framers. What the hell does that mean? What is Rom? I mean, is that like the name of the town, Rom, Wisconsin?
Oh, that wasn't the zucchini in my ex's. That was a squash. That was a squash.
That is true. Rip can grow a beard quick, and I'm assuming with the money he's got, he can have that beard looking awfully damn good.
He does have really nice facial hair. My facial hair grows in all crooked and deformed.
Now, I would say my beard's pretty good, and I do everything myself on my beard, but I could probably go somewhere and get it maybe shaped up a little bit better, but I'm cool with the way it looks.
Dun, dun, dun.
See, Scott says, I'm from Wisconsin too. Look at this. Hold on. Let's look at this, Terry. Scott says, I'm from Wisconsin too. He's got all his, everything's in line. And he says, we know how to spell. He's got his periods in there. He's got everything. And Terry's like got his cap button stuck and says, I like brain better. You like brain better. Okay.
DC, I bet you didn't send me an email. Oh,
ST, you look 66. Well, I'm sorry, but you are way off. Way off.
Dude, whose feet are those? I hope to God those are not your feet.
Who sent picture of feet?
DC did.
Oh God. Well, doesn't DC always send like crazy crap?
Ooh.
Spectre says my beard makes me look homeless. Such a lazy F.
They kind of look like my feet. Swollen ankles, fungus on the toenails. Are those actually my feet you took a photo of?
Damn. Spectre, I mean, You seem to be a gentleman that could have a pretty decent beard there. So, Ellen says, "St, do you use your billet box?" No, I don't use it at all. Matter of fact, I've probably used it maybe twice, and it's never left the house. It's brand new. So, if I got any takers out there, just hit me up.
Brian, St, Mike, none of them use their billet box anymore. I called it right when they bought it. I said they're going to stop using it.
I mean, I had all good intentions that was about to be my new little thing, but it just didn't turn out to be it. You are correct. St is a young 48. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Those are some nice milk jugs, Bachelor. Thank you. I'm assuming, were you at some kind of bike rally or some shit today?
Yeah, he was probably out there picking up the trash from everybody.
A lot of in bikinis and.
I am. Just hit me up, Mr. Pilson.
My ankles look like knees, actually, and my shin or my calves look like thighs.
Damn. You're like full on diabetes ankles, right? Yeah, I mean,
too much hassle. I totally agree, H-Town.
It's just not. It's not even the hassle. You know, there's some things that it's kind of worth the hassle to have that nice vape, but I don't know. I don't know about it. It's not in. I don't know. Everybody freaks out. Everybody's like, and I get it. If I was watching me on the internet, I'd think, who is this old dude on here? I mean, he's got damn near a full white beard, but you got to understand, I was one of those people in my 20s that had gray showing up in my goatee and beard. So, I mean, I do look older than what I am. You got the Wilford Brimley. Hell yeah.
Acid wash on your legs. Is that is the acid wash, isn't it the shit they use to clean trailers and shit, like a galvanized aluminum or steel, and that shit will burn the shit out of you. No, that's all right. You could keep the photo. Thank you. I already got a pair of feet.
He's got his own virtual ones he can look at.
Yeah, these are some. I hope these feet are pretty bad. Kind of blown up too.
So again, here we'll go. He's saying, "No, St, you're petty. Am I petty or pretty? Which one is it? What are you trying to say?" Hold on, you'd look 20 years younger if you got a clean. Hell, and you know what? My head would look crazy looking. There's one thing that you won't catch me without. I'm either got the full beard going or I got a goatee going. I was like maybe, dude, I'd had to be my like way early 20s when I just had a mustache. And even then, you will never, ever catch me unless I'm like something's happened to me where I had to have shit shaved off my face. I'll at least have a mustache. You ain't never gonna catch me full clean shit. Hell no.
It would look pretty interesting. No facial hair.
Woo! No way. No way.
What's up, Voodoo?
No, I have not been shooting lately. Petty, red, right. Well, I mean, okay. For once, everybody in chat give Terry a round of applause. He finally got something spelled correctly. Thank you very much, Terry. Hold on. Daddy says maybe you guys can't read. Oh my God, Terry. Yeah, I got to have some facial hair going. I can't do without. Now, the only thing you might catch from me, and again, it'll be a very, very rare thing. If I'm like trying to trim up and I accidentally do something, I might have to shave shit down pretty freaking close to the face. But again, there's still going to be some facial hair there, but you You ain't gonna see me completely shaven. But I'll also say this too. I'm somebody, if I keep letting it grow, grow, and grow, I don't like the looks of it on me. Like some guys can handle that good, long, straight beard that looks good. I either don't have the patience to let that keep going because at some point it's going to look kind of ratty a little bit to get it to that good look. And normally I'm not that patient for it, but
Damn,
no,
Big Red, that had to fucking, woo, that had to be painful and nasty.
I can't.
Acid wash on your leg, ooh.
Uh, Mark, you ought to do just a goatee and shave your mustache off.
My goat, I gotta do something with my goatee because it doesn't grow right. Something's wrong. I think I'm like deformed.
Well, you're trying to grow it long, and your shit's not.
I don't think it's
It's
like,
not for something about it. It's kind of growing crooked.
yep,
You just need to shave it down some.
I know. I think I'm going to shave it down regardless of what Angela says. Mark, I got the carbs. What do I do? Eat them.
Yep.
You got to eat them.
Beard balm helps. I actually use beard balm and beard oil. Ooh, I use
That's
both,
damn greasy.
and I use it quite a damn bit. That's what keeps that glow and that straight look and the soft feel.
Thank you, H Town, for watching. You know what really makes it soft is when you use the straight iron.
To
Like
me,
it'll
that
make your facial hair like fucking
but
silk.
it's damaging your beard over time
Yeah,
if you keep doing that. Pretty soon your shit's gonna one day it's gonna be so brittle, a big chunk of it's gonna come falling out.
maybe that's why my shit's all deformed. I have to start over. Let's shave it completely bald. Look like a fat 16-year-old kid until I grow it back.
I don't even know what Terry wrote that time. I'm not even gonna try to decipher that one.
Pass out. I'm assuming now. Good night. Good night, Terry.
Good night,
Good
Terry.
night.
We'll see you first thing in the morning when the nurses are waking you up.
Hitting on that moonshine.
Now, my wife actually got me hooked up with a place, so they bought me a few little sample things to try a long time ago, and then I started to experiment with a few different places. But so I use a designated. It's only for my beard. It's like a shampoo and conditioner all in one from a place that I get all my other stuff from too. And man, the scent on it, you can get some crazy ass scents, but the one I got, it's pretty damn good. Uh, Terry says he's going to call you here shortly. But
I don't have it turned on, Terry. Thank you. Damn, DC, is that your leg or is that somebody else's leg?
damn, everybody just said you all kind of shit right now, ain't they?
He sent me a picture of a leg that got shot with a shotgun, apparently.
Oh my god. Joel, see, that's the thing right there. He says, I get terrible beard dandruff, have to shave it off. That's why you have to use, if you use products like this, like the beard balm, the beard oil, and all that, it'll condition your skin and you won't have that issue at all.
I comb my shit like every fucking half hour. I
Dude,
don't use that beard shit though, but it just too like I don't know. I think I'm just deformed.
I got like two big brushes that are special for, they're strictly for your beard. And I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of like a woman's hair where they're constantly brushing it, shampooing, all that. If you want your beard to look good, you got to go through all that. So yeah, my shit gets brushed out every day, constant. Well, not constantly, but I brush it and all that good shit. But I mean, if you like a beard on your face and you want it to look good, you got to spend a little time on it.
Like I would grow a beard, but I can't get past that part where it grows to a certain point where it's itchy as hell.
Yeah.
Like, but I can't get past that part. It just drives me nuts when I shave it off.
When I was real young and like I used to get to a point, there'd be like that it'd be a couple of days where it'd be uncomfortable and it's like, ugh, I got to get
Yep.
this shit off. But if you get through it, you get. But now I've like do a full beard so much, and then like if I get tired, I just shave it off and keep the goatee, and then when I grow it back, it grows back so damn quick now. I mean, I can clean shave the beard, and within a week, it's all filled back in. So
Do you have hair on your head? Like if you grow your hair out, or are you bald?
now if I let it grow, I'd have that like off the Three Stooges. I'd have the Larry shit where it would just go around this little section in the back. So I have to clean shave that all the time to keep that off for the little.
I want to grow it nice and thick so I could stick a hair pick in it and just walk around with a hair pick in my beard.
Damn. Well, you're on your way to it. Damn. Spectre says just become a meth addict. You'll get past the itchy part. Yeah, that'll be the last thing you're fumbling around with, isn't it?
He would get crazy itchy, but maybe if I use that beard shit, it won't be as itchy.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, if you use all the products, you can't just use one, but if you use them all and you use them like you're supposed to be used, dude, I think you'll appreciate the way things are afterwards.
That's just another step I have to do. And like when I bathe, it's a fucking process. Got to brush my teeth, got to shave, got to take a shower. I use a special soap for my ass, a different soap for my body. And then when I get out, I dry. Then I fan dry my balls and my ass. And then I lotion up. And then after, like, it fucking takes too damn long to do. And I got to add another couple steps.
Okay, but here's the thing. So the beard shampoo and conditioner is no bigger than like a bottle of beer. That's about the size of it. So we've got like a little thing in our walk-in shower that holds all your little shampoos and shit. So
Oh, you can't just use Head and Shoulders on it?
I mean, I guess you could, but this is supposed to be formulated strictly for your beard.
Oh,
And I've used a lot of different things, and I have come to find out that so far this stuff actually works. It's not just somebody that's bottling up some generic shit selling it to you. It seems in my case that it's working. But the real tried and true stuff is when you get out, you can, dry it off with a towel. Sometimes I even get the blow dryer and hit it just real fast just to make sure there's no wetness in it. And then you put the beard oil on. So you put some in your hand, you kind of rub it in and you put it all over. Then you get a little of the beard balm, do the same process, go over it, and then brush it, and bam, you're good to go.
so now if you wear the oil and the balm, if you like run your fingers through it or anything, are your hands going to be all greasy?
They'll have a little residue on it, and all I do is stick my hand under the sink, wash it off, and it's good to go. It's not like it's like some, KY that's not coming off or some shit or some motor grease. But it's good stuff. It all works.
I would love to be Joe Exotic's boyfriend. I would have no problem with that.
Oh, yeah, he has no problem with that. Terry, I thought you were going to bed. He said, I lost 125 pounds last week, my wife. What'd you do with her? Did you drop her off somewhere? Mark has too many teeth. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because nobody on the Joe Exotic farm has got teeth.
I'm hoping for dentures.
Well, that's the thing. If you become one of the guys, you're going to have to start losing some teeth to fit in with that group.
That's fine with me.
Yep.
Greeks use olive oil in their beard. Oh, God.
That does seem a little harsh to me right there.
That'd be too oily and hot and like nasty.
Yeah,
Imagine a hot day, like your beard is like cooking in the sun.
I don't think I could pull that off.
Or what about Vaseline? You use Vaseline in your beard. That's got to be uncomfortable.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's not going to cut it right there.
Ooh.
Yep. We're right behind you, OD, because it's like 6 after 10, and I think we're about to shut her down. We give you 2 hours tonight.
Yay.
And we're going to give you about maybe 15 minutes tomorrow and shut it down early tomorrow. So,
Yep.
it's all in moderations. But I know Terry is pissed because we're about to leave, and Terry, you can still keep contacting Mark throughout the night with pictures and phone calls and whatever other you need to do. But I believe we lost Marvin Norton a while back, but I think the retirement home has told him that he had to get off the.
Like he fell asleep sitting up.
He either fell asleep or the people said, look, we've got to shut computers down. It's time for everybody to get in their beds. They got to help folks like Martin get into his big hospital bed. But thank y'all for hanging with us. Spectre, as always, we love you hanging in here because you always love to talk shit with us. So
I'm gonna try Vaseline tomorrow. See what happens.
how about we do that on the show? We'll have Mark use Vaseline in his goatee tomorrow. Let's do that. DC, I believe he's out on the West Coast, and it's only like 2:00 in the afternoon out there, so he's really pissed because he wanted to stay on at least for about 5-6 more hours. But I'm sorry, DC, we can't. You can keep sending pictures to Mark. He'll be up for a bit. Let me see who else is in here that I know is going to be pissed off.
Please, no more feet photos. Thank you.
But yeah, y'all have a good night. Of course, we will see you again tomorrow. I would do a transition out, but I'm not going to do it tonight just simply because I didn't have any other ones up on the board. And my slow transition out would be from Tuesday night show, and I don't want y'all getting like, oh my God, what the hell's going on here? But anyway. David Humston, what's going on, my brother? My man. He says, I've been watching on Xbox, no keyboard on there. Well, damn. I mean, what's up with that shit? Robert Scarelli, thank you too, sir.
I'm going to start a new trend where people are going to use that like Vaseline in their beards. It's going to be the new like cool thing to do.
Yep. This is what y'all need to do. So to keep in fashion what we've done for years, it seems like, up leading to a next show, it's going to be what's going to kind of be about a little bit. We do have some battery charger talk tomorrow, which could get a little out of line, but it'll be there. But Vaseline seems to be maybe some kind of topic we'll have tomorrow, and maybe we can convince Mark to put some Vaseline in that goatee tomorrow and see if it'll kind of jazz it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm certain on the Facebook groups, people will start posting Vaseline pictures now and all that for the upcoming deal, which will force him to do it, but I don't know. And this is like the longest of me trying to get the hell out of here, but I guess I need to go ahead and do it. So we're out of here, folks. Y'all have a good night. We will catch y'all tomorrow. Oh, don't forget, since we're going off the air, if y'all got Amazon, go check out the White Family of West Virginia. That'll be a good ending to y'all's night, but we are out of here. Peace.